We started laughing already. That's great. Awesome.
It's a funny podcast.
Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of the Front Room Podcast. That's right, we're doing a podcast now. How exciting is that? That's really cool. My name is Jack. I'm your host. I work at Front Room. I do all of Front Room's marketing. So basically, anything that you see on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, that's down to me. That's my fault. There's lots of stuff. I put lots of stuff online, and that's simply because there is so much happening here at Front Room. And that is why we're doing a podcast. We're going to give you a real insight into the inner workings of Front Room, how things work, who the people are that work here. We're going to chat to the team. We're going to chat to all the artists and actors that come and bring shows to Front Room. We're going to have chats with local artists in the town, see what they're up to. And let me tell you, they're up to some cool stuff all the time. So I can't wait for that. But generally, this podcast is just going to spread the word, get word out there about Front Room, because it's a really lovely place, and I'm biased because I work here. But genuinely, this place is fantastic, and we want to tell you all about it. But also, this is a place for you to ask questions. We want to let everyone know exactly what's going on here. So if you've got any burning questions, if you've got questions such as, Jack, how does it work? How do people book in shows here? Or maybe you've got another question that's like, Jack, why are the light bulbs like that? Well, if you've got a question like that, or even a better question, you can send it to us on our social media pages. We're on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok. Send me a little DM and I'll do my best to get a question answered. All right, I think I've rambled enough now talking to myself in the back office / the dressing room here at Front Room. So our first segment on the first podcast episode is we're going to chat to the team. We've come to the end of this year of programming, and we're going to have a little reflection about how it's gone. So, take it away, guys. We started laughing already. That's great. Awesome.
It's a funny podcast.
Funny podcast. Chief, can you just shuffle your chair in a bit just to make sure you're nice and close to the microphone? Lovely. Great. Guys, here we are.
Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, guys. Great to be here. This is interview number 1 on episode 1 of the Front Room Podcast. And we're here in the main room. We've got the lovely lights on above us, the disco ball hanging.
And the ropes that Pizza Express left.
Yes, thank you, Pizza Express, for the ropes. We've got the gentle hum in the background of the fridges, keeping our cider and beer and chilled wines cold.
A key part of Front Room.
Absolutely, yeah. It really is. It really is. It's integral to the operations here at Front Room. Before we get into this interview, I'd like to really quickly go around and just introduce yourselves to the kind listeners of this podcast. So let's have your name and what exactly you do for this great organisation. We'll start with Adam.
Hello, listener. I've always wanted to say that. I'm Adam, and I am one of the co-founders of Front Room, and I am a co-creative director alongside Emma.
That's great. Thank you, Adam.
Should I do an introduction now?
Yeah, sure.
Domestic.
I'm the Emma that Adam is talking about.
Ah,
I also do the same jobs as Adam,
that's great.
but the other co.
The other co.
Yeah.
You're the co to Adam's co.
Yeah.
Nice one. Jessica, bring us home.
I'm Jess. I work here as a producer and a technician for the venue.
That'll do. Nice one. And what a mighty fine producer and technician you are as well. And we also have the lovely Luke, who is conveniently on annual leave today. So can we really quickly introduce Luke?
So Luke is the venue manager at Front Room.
And what does that entail?
That is dealing with the volunteers, making sure that we've got everything that we need in the venue, sending out posters and flyers, dealing with hires, that kind of thing.
The jobs list is endless for our Luke, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
How do any of us do it?
I don't know.
What
I
do
really
you
don't
do,
know.
Jack?
What
Yeah,
do I
what
do?
do you
Oh,
do?
so, yes. Well, I've probably already spoken about this in my preamble, but just to reiterate, I'm Jack. I'm Front Room's marketing monkey, and that's that.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome. Guys, it's been a crazy year, yet again, for Front Room. I've got some facts and stats here before we get into a reflection on the year.
Ooh,
Oh my
like
goodness.
facts and stats.
Performances that we had. We had 190 performances.
Whoa. 190?
190 of them.
Blimey.
That is made up of approximately 120 individual productions. Because
Right.
we had like multiples of shows and
Yeah.
stuff. What else have we had? We have had total tickets sold 6,695.
Whoa.
That's a lot of tickets.
That's a lot of
That is
That's a
tickets.
lot of tickets. Thank you, everyone, for buying tickets.
Thank you for buying tickets. Thank you, everyone.
That's amazing.
We have had 250 volunteer shifts filled by our volunteers.
Oh,
Thank
we love
you,
the
We love our
volunteers.
volunteers.
Aren't they amazing?
They are the
And
best.
let's just like really break down what it is that volunteers do for us
So much.
so much.
They greet everyone with their smiley, lovely faces.
Yeah, they help on all of the shifts. So when we have a show, we have a bar that we run inside the venue, and they help on the bar, they help on the door, they help with the get-in, with the pack-down, the clean-up. They're amazing. And also, I know that a lot of them put a lot of effort into singing the praises of what Front Room does, and they spread the word about Front Room more than anyone else, so we really appreciate them.
And also, one of our volunteers, Sue, made some mustaches and some costumes
Yes.
for the Christmas show. So volunteers can get involved in all sorts of ways.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Volunteers are great. We love our volunteers. And from all of us here, we would like to say a big, massive thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
also, if you want to volunteer, then get in touch.
Absolutely. You can email luke.frontroomwsm@gmail.com and he can sort you out with some information about how to get involved further. Adam, you mentioned the bar just then. I've got some bar-related statistics.
More stats. More stats.
Hey, do you know what would have been fun is if we didn't know the stats and we'd played the game that we played before we recorded the podcast.
To guess.
To
damn.
guess
Guess
the
the
stats.
stats.
But instead, we've all sat here and compiled these.
I mean,
stats.
I've already forgotten most of the stats.
Is that-
So we
Next
could- we
time.
could
Very
play.
brand.
Next time we'll do
Yeah,
that.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for helping me compile these stats.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Jack.
So just to remind you of these numbers that you told me in the first place. At the bar, we sold hot drinks. Over 1,000 of those, guys.
That
Wow.
is
Over
a
1,000
lot.
teas, coffees, hot chocolates. Over 1,000 of them.
Imagine
Nice.
how many more hot chocolates we would have sold if it doesn't take
A really long
5
time.
minutes to make one hot chocolate.
Yeah, but we have good hot chocolate, and we also have really good coffee because Adam is
Very
a coffee
particular.
I love
coffee
coffee.
snob.
You really are. You really are. Hey, speaking of another thing that we're snobs of, beer. Local
Yeah,
beer. Local beer that we have got from Fathead Brewery and Pinkers. Am I right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, those are our two main beer suppliers, both of which are within half a mile of the venue.
I didn't know they were in half a mile.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. From brewery to mouth. My mouth. I say my mouth. I didn't buy all of these 514 locally brewed beers.
Whoa.
Whoa.
514 locally brewed beers were sold here at Front Room.
That's awesome.
Some of them were to me. Most of them weren't.
Yeah,
Which is
I'd
good.
hope so.
about half.
And they're all delicious.
Yeah.
Most of these were sold to me though. Thatchers, cans of Thatchers, 513.
Wow. Another local place.
Another semi-local place.
Yeah.
A remarkably
So
similar.
there's only one difference,
figure.
one sale difference.
Yeah.
If only one more person had bought a cider.
That's
They'd
on
be
me.
level pegging.
Brilliant. We have another stat, one last stat for you. Local artists supported,
These are the important
Oh,
stats.
this is a good stat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
66.
Oh.
And can we just really quickly break down what sort of support it is that we've given to these local artists?
We've supported artists to develop and present shows here that they're working on. We've commissioned some artists, so we've financially supported them to develop work. We've supported artists to develop workshops. They've attended workshops here. Anything else?
Students.
Yeah.
Students, yeah, we've supported a lot of the students on the degree course at the university, UCW, and the college students also did a production here from Western College, and we've had work experience students from year 10 in I think 2 or 3 different schools in Western. They've come in and done their work experience week here. And just generally being available, I guess, to listen to ideas and to try and work out how we can support those artists make work.
Absolutely, absolutely. How do we do it, guys? How do we cram all of that in?
Sometimes I don't know. Most of the time I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's fair. That's fair. Go us.
I think a big part of it is that we just love what we do, so we
Yeah.
keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice when you love something so much. You want to cherish that.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I think we work really well as a team as well.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except you, Jack.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's great. We have great fun here. And what a great fun year we've had and all.
Oh,
Haven't we
yeah.
just, my
Haven't
baba?
we
And my babs, it's been a year and a half. And no, it's not been a year and a half. It's been a year about that. And we've had, so our programme here at Front Room runs from September through to July.
Yeah.
So we take August off. So we're about to have a bit of time off now, which would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Time off from shows.
Time off from
Yes,
shows,
time off
absolutely.
from presenting shows here at the theatre.
But
We-
we're
we-
taking a show on tour during that time.
Well,
Yeah.
we are. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. But before we look to the future, let's look to the past.
Okay.
This past...
Can you put a
10
funky
months.
sound effect
Yeah.
on here?
He doesn't need to now.
That's
Done
it.
it.
You've done it. Brilliant. Sound design who? Anyway, I would like you guys to please share with both myself and the microphone and the wider internet a highlight for you at Front Room. It could be a show you've seen, it could have been an event we've had, or a single moment that stands out to you of what happened here. Adam, have you got one for us?
A single moment is hard to pick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were talking earlier that it seems crazy that things like the Tibetan monks show that we had last October or November, that seems like it was donkey's years ago,
Yeah.
but it was within this season. And we've had so much variety of performance, from Tibetan monks to numerous family shows, comedy shows, live music gigs. They've really taken off in the last couple of months as well, live music. Supporting local artists to put on those new debut shows. Like, I don't know what number of those shows would be debut shows that would have premiered here, but probably quite a few.
A fair whack, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard, isn't it? Because obviously the stuff that's happened most recently is in your head, but we did have a real run of amazing solo shows by women who, they were really different types of shows. So there was Ali Williams's Careless Talk, which was an incredible one-woman show about the last woman to be tried for treason in the UK. There was Lucy Mellor's It Is I, Seagull, which I thought was probably my favourite. If I had to choose a favourite, that was probably my favourite piece. It was an incredible piece of comedy opera. I mean, yeah, it was a piece of comedy opera. It was brilliant. And also Charlotte Palmer's The Invisible Woman, which was, I was laughing all the way through. And then it delivered like a really important message as well. Both hers and Lucy's show. They were funny, but they also had real gut punches of like important context around what they were trying to say. They were brilliant. And I think I just love watching that sort of thing really take off here, and how our audiences respond, because we always get that feedback that our audiences are great to perform in front of, and they are. So thanks for that.
Thank you for those thoughts, Adam. Really lovely. Emma Keaveney-Royce, a highlight from this year, please.
Oh, there's so many. I think the one that really sticks out for me was the Triple Bill show, which was 3 short plays written by global majority writers, and the same actors were in each of the plays, but the stories were really good, and the acting was really good, and it was just brilliant. It was such a good show. And nice to see some plays, because I guess we don't have as many sort of scripted plays here, but it was really good. And then another one that's a bit more personal is myself and Sophie, who is another local artist. We put on Dragmints, and it showcased loads of local drag artists, as well as a few people from Bristol and one from London. It was just really good to do that, and it was just such a fun night, and
Well, it's
everybody
such a
got
wild
on board.
evening.
It really was.
Crazy. Absolute scenes.
Yeah, and I think with Proud Bar closing, to
Mm.
have that kind of a night, it just felt really good to do, and felt really, you could tell that everyone really needed it and was ready for it, and yeah, it was great fun.
Fantastic. Congratulations on a great night as well. It's really good.
Thank you.
Jessica, your highlight from the last year, please.
This past year, I think I've worked a lot of our music events. So I tend to do a lot of our music nights, and I really enjoy that. And we've had some really good music this year. I'm trying to pick a favourite. There's a few that sort of stick out in my memory. There was Tristan Soom, acoustic guitarist. That was really, that was amazing. We had Zaid, who was a Palestinian singer and played an instrument, and he had someone supporting him as well. That was an amazing evening. They were accompanied by his local storyteller as well, and that was just really magical to watch. We had Lark Hall, which
Yes.
was a sort of visualization of the music this guy was playing on piano. That was I've never seen anything like it, so that was really cool. We've had a strong year for music at Front Room, I think.
That's really lovely as well, actually, isn't it? We have such like a variety of stuff going on. And I feel like even just in that conversation just then, there was different flavours in different areas of theatre, which I think is really cool. Absolutely. My highlight.
Jack,
I'd love to hear
what
it,
was
Jack.
yours,
Jack,
please.
please.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
on
so
data
much.
books.
This is a two-way conversation. My highlight is twofold. Number one is you guys employing me this year.
Way.
It's been,
Thank you for being employed here.
No,
Yeah.
it's great. It's the light of my life. Genuine as well, actually. I love working here.
We value you
Oh, that's
at
nice.
this organisation.
Thanks. But in terms of shows, there was a show by Shondale Jones. He came and did 2 shows here, kind of back end of 2024. And I was gutted I missed his first one, The Duke, but I caught the second one, which was called Cracking. And it was cracking. It was, for me, it was really invigorating and inspiring as a theatre maker myself to see a solo show and sort of the simplicity of it, but it was so rich and really heartwarming and lovely and really packed a punch.
That was great.
It was really good.
And of course, he was in the Wardrobe Theatre Christmas show that we had here in January.
Yes.
He was in Notting Hill.
He was great in that.
Yeah.
And he's coming back again in the new season in September,
is.
October. He's doing a work in progress of his new show. And we'll touch on that in a future episode when we talk about the next season. But Shondale Jones is coming back. Highly recommend. Great highlights, guys. Great highlights. It's been a great year. I feel like we deserve a bit of a break. Is anyone up to anything cool over August?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking a break this August.
Sure.
I've decided instead of taking a break, we're going to take one of our shows that we made this past Christmas, Yara in the Wild Woods, out on tour.
Which was also a massive highlight. We
Yes,
made 2
such a
Christmas
massive
shows
highlight.
at
Oh,
Front
yeah, yeah.
Room.
I remember
Yeah.
we made 2 whole Christmas shows and at the
Yeah,
same time
in-
wrote a whole funding application at the
Yeah,
same time.
in 5 weeks.
That was mad. We
of
were
intense
rehearsing
work.
both shows at the same time at one point in 2 different buildings around the corner from each other and
Yeah.
sort of running between buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A highlight and completely exhausting at the same time.
Yeah, a
Absolutely.
low light and a highlight. I'd
Yeah.
say.
But Jessica is right. We are taking Yara and the Wild Wood out on tour. And just off the top of my head, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to Buckfastleigh
Yeah.
this weekend.
This Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday.
And then Saturday the 2nd, depending on when this episode comes out. We are going to the Brecon Beacons.
Yes, we're going to the Green Man Festival in the Brecon Beacons in a couple of weeks.
And after that, we're going to Green Man Festival.
No, that's
But-
Green Man. We're going
damn
to Between the Trees Festival after that.
Yes.
So we've got sort of 2 weekends in a row of festivals. And then that's it for August. Then we're going to do the Wardrobe Theatre in Bristol in October.
That's the end of October, isn't it?
Mm.
It's very, very exciting. Best of luck with that.
Thank you.
You guys are hiring a van for that, I hear. That's exciting.
Yeah, well,
Hey.
yeah.
Awesome.
Shout out Harley Transport.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And also, that's not the only show to be coming out of Front Room this summer, because Much Ado About Puffin, starring Front Room's co-artistic directors, Adam Fuller and Emily Keaveney-Royce, that's heading to the Wardrobe, isn't it?
It is indeed.
It is.
It's rather exciting, actually.
End of August.
Yeah, last few days
Last
of
weekend
August.
of August.
It's
Yeah.
really, really special because that was the first family show we had at Front Room
It was,
back in
yeah.
2022.
And we were in costume working behind the bar
And
and doing front of house, and then we walked onto stage and performed right at the beginning when
that was, the first
we
show.
didn't have as many people around. Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to be bringing that one back.
Yeah.
Guys,
There's one more thing we're doing in August as well.
what else?
On the 9th of August, we're presenting a community festival over on the Bourneville. So we're doing a community arts festival day of sort of fun activities and shows for people living over on the Bourneville estate, which will be really cool. But once again, it is not us taking a break in August.
Yeah, that's true. And we're casting our Christmas show at some point.
Yes.
I've also been given a really fun opportunity to go and spend a week at Tall Stories studio in London, and I am R&Ding, research and developing a potential family theatre show which is being inspired by a picture book illustrated by Paula Bowles, and Paula is a Western resident, and she designed our Shaggy Dog poster for Christmas 2023. So Paula's going to be going up there as well for a couple of days. The writer's going. It's a book called Wanda's Words Got Stuck. And so we're going to be there for a week, seeing whether that is of interest to turn it into a potential family theatre show in the future. And that's through a commission scheme that Tall Stories runs. So that's really exciting.
That's really exciting. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, best of
very
luck with
cool.
that.
It's all going on,
Thanks.
Jack.
It's all going
Yeah.
on.
What the hell are you doing in
What am I
August?
doing? Oh, staring into the abyss. All that. I'm doing a show at Edinburgh. That's fine. If you're coming to Edinburgh, go and see Nocturne, which is at Greenside at George Street on some of the days at some of the times in the festival.
Hooray.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, I think that's a good place to sum up this conversation. Thank you for being the first test interview subjects on the Front Room podcast.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
springing it on us.
Yes.
No, it was
We'll be
not sprung. This
pros
was
by
a
it.
completely planned out, preconceived thing that's happening. Have a lovely summer.
Thanks,
I'll see you
Jack,
guys
and you, and thanks, listeners.
Yeah.
You have a lovely summer too.
Lovely stuff. Cheers, guys. That was that conversation, and that was episode 1 of the Front Room podcast. We did it. We got to the end of the first episode. That was good fun, wasn't it? I hope it was interesting. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was insightful. I hope it was eye-opening. I hope it was nice, because it was all of those things for me. A couple of really quick housekeeping things before we finish. Firstly, if you are not following us on social media, firstly, why? Secondly, please do consider dropping us a like or follow on the following platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and that's that. Secondly, if you feel so inclined, it would be really, really lovely to get a review about this podcast on whatever streaming platform you are listening to us on. Maybe you're listening on YouTube. Maybe we've chucked it on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe we're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. I haven't actually figured that out yet, so I might go and do that right now. So if you could leave us a review in exchange for that, that would be lovely. I've run out of things to say. That's the end. We'll be back very soon with another episode of the Front Room Podcast. But until then, be good, be safe, lots of love, and goodbye.